Hi guys, Jane Johnson, founder and father in an international house called One United Body, seeking to bring everyone on the same page in the new wineskin and build mature, manifest sons of God, operating in the age of Melchizedek and higher. Now, I had a word from the Lord that's going to be very short today, and heard it very, very clearly around not eating stale manna, which many of you will know is revelation or teaching that you get. Ask yourself, are you listening to the same material over and over again, even if it's in the new wineskin? And if so, that can become stale manna in which you're not being challenged, you're not moving out of different ages, and you're just looking for reassurance, which is okay to a point, but after that, when you've got the reassurance, you need to move on to challenge, which may trigger, even overwhelm for a period, but it does die off. So, one thing we try to do at OUB is offer new manner. Um, Of course, we have our mandates, and a lot of fathers have them and emphasize those key points. We emphasize the journey, the summary of ages, the stumbling blocks, and how to do what is the journey, particularly kingship. But we do try to cover the big picture, and we've got a big picture section on our website. Oh, please share this, by the way, and please like. It really does help us get the message out there. And um, the the key is to really lay down your current revelation and be open to new. And I think a lot can't do that because they're triggering, and that's why they're staying with old revelation. But we know that when it's stale, the anointing and the presence of God departs. So there will always be an evolution of the mysteries that are revealed. It doesn't mean that what we've taught in the past is wrong. That was all a waste of time. We all have to evolve like a child growing up, going to different schools. And the language can often be different, and that puts you off. Oh, no, I'll stick with someone I know the language. But it's like going from high school to university. The language changes, the revelation changes because a high school teacher doesn't have the same revelation as a university lecturer. And we have to stick with that, and overcome the overwhelm, overcome the desire to withdraw. And I think you'll find that you will become victorious, you will overcome, you will enjoy the new revelation, the new challenge, and you'll just eat a banquet, an absolute banquet. It's like feasting on a banquet every day. It's not like, oh no, here's my dry piece of bread that I've heard 100 times. Enjoy it. Don't resent it because it's a very unique time we're in at the moment. And the revelation is flooding out. And we're being called to grow up and really grow into higher ages. And I know some of you, go straight to Age of Light and just operate as a light being. And I was asking whether it was okay to skip those earlier ages and move to the Age of Light. And what I got was there's an element you can operate in the higher ages without doing the lower, but it's like you haven't got your qualifications from high school and you're trying to do a university degree, and you can do bits and pick up bits, but other bits you can't. Or nobody really believes, that you can because you haven't got those places in heaven. Also, it's useful for fathering to actually make sure that you've reinforced the understanding so you can pass it on and disciple others. If you can't do that, that's an element you may really not have understood the earlier ages. Kingship, priesthood, oracle, legislator is really vital to bringing in the restoration. So I think that's all I want to say today. Oh, yes, another revelation I had recently was that there will be a new age coming called the age of timelines, when a lot of sons will really understand an awful lot about timelines. And it'll be exciting, it'll tie in with science, and there'll be so much information from all sources on timelines. So to seek that revelation, don't assume there's just one timeline. I see there's many, many, many. And then there's the highest blueprint timeline where your higher self, see your higher self sort of abides there. But there are all the sorts of many higher selves, operating on different timelines. And you can ask your higher self to teach you, minister to you, show you things. Um, I hope that's helpful, and please share. It really helps. oneunitedbody.org, lots of free materials, free chats on Messenger or Telegram, benches, which are encounter groups, governmental encounter groups, which is important. You're not just doing an encounter group just to see. It's important that you're actually doing governmental acts. And we've got books, courses online, all sorts on the webpage, oneunitedbody.org.